Pause this video right now. Go look at your reflection. Now open your mouth. Where is your tongue right now? Is it touching the roof of your mouth, or is it sitting on the floor? That one position, in this exact moment, is either building your face or slowly destroying it. Take a look at these two people. They share the same DNA, same parents, same food, same genetics, but one of them breathed through their nose for 5 years. The other breathed through their mouth. This is what happened. One face looks strong, defined, and healthy. The other looks tired. The chin is receding. The face is elongated and melted downwards. What caused this difference? It wasn't nutrition. It wasn't exercise. It was physics. It was the way they breathed. You take about 20,000 breaths every single day. And research suggests the majority of adults habitually mouth breathe, especially during sleep. You might be one of them right now. In medical literature, chronic mouth breathing during development can lead to what's called long face syndrome, a gradual change in facial structure. The face becomes more elongated. The jawline becomes less defined. This isn't a genetic flaw. This isn't a deformity. It's a measurable structural shift caused by basic physics. When you open your mouth to breathe, you change the geometry of your skull. You alter the chemistry of your blood. And over time, you slowly suffocate your own brain. This sounds terrifying, and it should be, because unlike a bad haircut, you cannot just change your bone structure overnight, but you can stop the damage from getting worse, and depending on your age, you might be able to reverse it completely. In this video, we are going to decode the hidden biology of breathing. We will explain nitric oxide, we will debunk the genetics myth, and we will give you the protocol that can literally transform your health and, for younger viewers, reshape your face. Let's start with the machinery. Your face has two openings, but they were designed for two completely different purposes. The nose is a specialized biological machine. Think of it as a high-tech heating and cooling system for your body. When air enters the nose, it goes through a sophisticated process. It is forced through turbinates, filtered by cilia hairs, humidified, pressurized, and, most importantly, temperature controlled. By the time air reaches your lungs, it is clean, moist, and ready for absorption. Now, look at the mouth. The mouth is designed for eating and talking. As a breathing organ, it is merely an emergency hatch. When you breathe through your mouth, you bypass the entire filtration system. Cold, dry, dirty air slams directly into your delicate lung tissue. It is the biological equivalent of drinking water from a dirty river instead of a filtered tap. You survive, but at a high cost. But filtration is only the boring part. The real magic happens in the chemistry. In 1998, 3 scientists won the Nobel Prize for discovering a molecule called nitric oxide. Your nose is the only organ that produces this gas during breathing. Why does this matter? Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It relaxes the inner muscles of your blood vessels, causing them to widen. This lowers your blood pressure and, crucially, increases the lungs' ability to absorb oxygen by up to 18%. Think about that. Simply by closing your mouth, you get nearly 20% more oxygen for free. When you mouth breathe, you produce zero nitric oxide. You are literally starving your cells of oxygen, even though you are breathing deeply. This is why mouth breathers often suffer from brain fog, anxiety, and chronic fatigue. Their brain is running on low-octane fuel. But here's what most people don't know. The consequences go far beyond just oxygen. They're structural. Here's the myth that keeps people trapped. My face is genetic. My parents have weak chins, so I have a weak chin. There's nothing I can do about it. But here's the truth that orthodontists don't advertise. Genetics load the gun, but your habits pull the trigger. A 2018 study tracked identical twins, same exact DNA, who grew up in different countries. One twin was raised in a culture that emphasized nasal breathing. The other in a culture with high rates of mouth breathing due to diet and allergies. By age 25, their faces were measurably different. Same genes, different faces. Your bone structure isn't just genetics. It's genetics plus 10,000 nights of how you breathed while you slept. It's genetics, plus whether your tongue was on the roof of your mouth or on the floor. The question isn't, can I change my face? The question is, how old am I? And how much can I still influence? Let me break this down by age. Because the answer is different depending on where you are right now. If you are under 18 years old, listen carefully. This section is critical for you. Your bones are still soft, still moldable, still developing. Every single night you breathe correctly is an investment in your facial structure. Your tongue is not just a muscle for tasting. It is nature's orthodontic brace. When you rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth, it acts as a scaffold. It pushes up and out against the maxilla, your upper jawbone. This constant pressure keeps the jaw wide, the cheekbones high, and the teeth straight. But when you open your mouth to breathe, where does the tongue go? It drops to the floor. The scaffold is removed. Gravity takes over. Without the tongue supporting it, the developing upper jaw narrows. The teeth crowd together. The face lengthens vertically. The chin recedes backwards. This is what researchers call altered craniofacial growth patterns. And it happens slowly, year by year, during your critical growth years. Your classmates who mouth breathe, in 5 years, you will look completely different. This isn't about luck. It's about physics. Fix this now, and by age 20, you will look like you had $50,000 worth of orthodontic work for free. Ignore it, and by age 25, the window closes. If you are between 18 and 25, you are in the transition window. Your bones are mostly set, but not completely fused. You can still influence your structure, but the changes will be more subtle. You won't get dramatic reshaping, but you can preserve what you have and make modest improvements. The good news? Functional benefits are still 100% available. Better sleep, more oxygen, reduced snoring, sharper jawline from improved muscle tone. Fix this now, and you stop the damage before it's permanent. If you are over 25, I will not lie to you. Your skull is not going to reshape. Your bone structure is set. Mouth breathing will not drastically alter your facial bones at age 30. But, and this is crucial, correcting your breathing still delivers profound benefits. Better sleep quality, reduced snoring, improved facial muscle tone as the muscles around your jaw retrain and tighten, sharper mental clarity, and most importantly, optimal oxygen delivery to your brain and every cell in your body. The structure may be permanent, but the function can still be completely restored. And honestly, waking up refreshed, thinking clearly, and breathing efficiently is worth more than a slightly wider jaw. If you wake up with a dry mouth or if you snore, functional damage is happening to you every single night. So how fast can you actually see results? Here's the realistic timeline based on hundreds of case studies. Week 1, better sleep quality. You wake up less groggy. Your tongue will feel sore. That's good. It means the muscle is training. You might notice you're not waking up with a dry mouth anymore. Week 4, snoring reduced by 50 to 70%. Your jaw muscles start feeling stronger. If you had morning headaches, they're starting to disappear. Your energy levels are noticeably higher. Month 3, your face looks less puffy. Water retention decreases because your lymphatic drainage improves. Your jawline appears more defined, not because bone changed, but because muscle tone improved. Brain fog is significantly reduced. You're getting 18% more oxygen with every breath, and your brain feels it. Month 6. The habit is fully locked in. You don't even think about it anymore. For viewers under 25, you're starting to see structural influence. For adults, you've maximized your functional benefits. Sleep apnea, if you had it, is likely gone or dramatically improved. Year 1. For younger viewers, permanent structural influence is visible in before and after photos. For adults, maximum functional benefits are locked in. Your body has fully adapted to nasal breathing as the default. Here's my challenge. Take a photo of your face today, side profile, straight on, save it. Compare it in 6 months. You'll see the difference. Let me introduce you to James. At age 10, James got a hamster. He developed mild allergies. His nose got stuffy, so he started sleeping with his mouth open. It seemed harmless, but over the next 5 years, James changed. He didn't just look tired. His developing structure shifted. His chin grew weaker. He needed braces because his teeth were crowded. He developed forward head posture to open his airway. By age 25, James suffered from sleep apnea and chronic anxiety. He thought it was just his genetics. His father had a weak chin. His grandfather had sleep problems. He assumed it was inevitable. But at 26, James learned about nasal breathing. He didn't get surgery. He didn't spend thousands on treatments. He simply changed the habit. He forced his nose open with breathing exercises. He corrected his tongue posture. And while his bone structure couldn't fully reverse at his age, something remarkable happened. His sleep apnea disappeared within 6 weeks. His facial muscles retrained, reducing puffiness and restoring better jawline definition. The brain fog that had haunted him for years lifted. His anxiety decreased by 80% because his brain was finally getting the oxygen it needed. James realized he hadn't been sick. He hadn't been cursed with bad genetics. He had just been breathing wrong his entire life. So, how do you fix it? You don't need expensive surgery. You need to retrain your biology. Here is the 3-step protocol that changed James's life and can change yours. Step 1. The spot. Tongue posture. Right now, close your mouth. Place the tip of your tongue on the ridge of gum just behind your top front teeth. This is the spot. Now, suction the rest of your tongue flat against the roof of your mouth. Hold it there. Feel that pressure pushing up against the roof? That's the scaffold. That's the force that should be shaping your maxilla. That is where your tongue belongs, not just for 5 minutes, for the rest of your life. This is the foundation of optimal breathing, facial muscle tone, and for younger viewers, facial structure development. Your tongue should live on the roof, not on the floor. Start training it now. Every time you remember, roof. When you're watching TV, roof. When you're working, roof. When you're falling asleep, roof. Step 2. The Unblock Nitric Oxide Dump. If your nose is stuffed, don't reach for the nasal spray yet. Try this first. It's called the Buteyko breathing technique, and it works. Exhale fully through your nose. Now pinch your nose shut, nod your head up and down, or walk around the room until you feel a strong air hunger, that burning sensation in your chest. Then let go and breathe gently through your nose. This builds up carbon dioxide in your blood, which naturally dilates the nasal passages. Your body opens the airway on its own. Do this 3 times in a row. You'll be shocked at how much more open your nose feels. This is a tool you can use anytime, anywhere, for free. Step 3. The tape, the night shift. This is the most controversial step, but it can be the most powerful. However, listen very carefully. This is not for everyone. Before attempting this, you must be able to breathe comfortably through your nose for at least 10 minutes while awake. If you have chronic nasal congestion, a deviated septum, or sleep apnea, do not attempt this step. Consult a doctor first. I'm serious about this. Your safety matters more than quick results. For those who can breathe nasally without difficulty, here's what to do. Use a small piece of micropore tape, the kind used for medical dressings, positioned vertically over your closed lips, not horizontally like you're being silenced, vertically. Just a gentle reminder for your mouth to stay closed, but do not start by sleeping with it. That's too aggressive. Begin with just 10 minutes while you read in bed. See how your body responds. Does it feel natural? Can you breathe easily? Are you relaxed? Only progress to wearing it during sleep if those 10 minutes feel completely comfortable and natural. If you feel panic or restriction, stop immediately. This method isn't for you, and that's okay. Steps 1 and 2 are still incredibly powerful. For those who can do it, this gently encourages your body to engage the nasal breathing system while you sleep. For many people, this single adjustment has reversed years of poor sleep quality, eliminated snoring, and transformed their energy levels. Breathing is the first thing you do when you are born and the last thing you do when you die. Everything in between depends on how you do it. The human body is resilient. It can adapt. It can heal, but only if you change the input. Your face is not just genetics. It's genetics plus habits. It's genetics plus 10,000 nights of tongue position. It's genetics, plus whether you gave your body the oxygen it was designed to run on. You are not stuck with the face you have. You're stuck with the face your habits created. Change the habits, and you change the outcome. Here is my challenge to you. Tonight, before you sleep, do this. Check your tongue position. Is it on the roof of your mouth, or is it on the floor? Just that awareness alone will begin to shift your habit. And tell me in the comments, right now, as you watch this, where is your tongue? How many of you just realized you've been mouth breathing this entire time? Drop a comment. I read every single one, And I want to hear from you. If you're under 18, take this seriously. You have a 5 to 10 year window where you can literally shape your face for life. Don't waste it. If you're 18 to 25, you're in the transition zone. Act now before the window closes. If you're over 25, focus on the functional benefits. Better sleep, more oxygen, sharper thinking. That's worth everything. If you can breathe comfortably through your nose, try the tape test for just 10 minutes before bed tonight. See how it feels. Then come back and tell me, did you sleep deeper? Did you wake up with more energy? Take a photo of your face today. Side profile and straight on. Put a reminder in your phone for 6 months from now. Compare the photos. You'll see the difference. Don't let poor breathing control your health and your face. You have the power to change this habit starting tonight. If you want to understand how other daily habits, like how you sit, how you sleep, or how you look at your phone, are reshaping your body and brain, hit that subscribe button. We decode the hidden biology behind everything you do. Welcome to Hidden Biology. I'll see you in the next video.